Hi folks, welcome back to the next video for the 5 Leagues Challenge series of videos we've been doing here. Still with Fiorentina here now and about to start the Serie A season. Hoping to have our first go at winning the final league that we wanted to get here in the 5 Leagues Challenge. So just to kind of catch you up from last season when we won the Serie B there on the last game, and few players that we've brought in here. This left winger, Barbieri, looks decent, left foot, good pace, so he'll be playing on the left wing. Ashley Walker came in here, a young striker from England, from Arsenal, got really good stats again. Rojas, Argentinian centre half, and Fernando Jose, another striker, just to give me options there. And you've seen all those ones in the last video. And a few transfers out, actually brought in 17 million in transfers. Raimondi went to Napoli, 6 million. Aquilani, Islas, these two left wingers, 5.6 for those two. And Rocci went to Salernitana. So I've definitely got a bit of money to spend, but I'm just kind of taking my time with that. We're up to 29 million transfer budget there, but I've just been trying to scout out younger players. I've got all these listed from Brazil and Mexico, just to kind of boost there. But what I want to actually do is just get a look at how my team does with what I have in Serie A first of all, before I rush into everything, because I think they're a pretty good bunch as it stands. So kind of unchanged from last year, apart from the central midfielder that I sold. And I've got this Fernando Jose getting his debut here as a striker. So yeah, we've got Salernitana, I think it is, in the first game. Then Parma, who are the actual league champions. Got them at home, Palermo, and then Cagliari. So I'll play through the first 4 games, see how it goes with that. So here we go then, Salernitana. I'll just automatically do the numbers there. I have spent a fair bit on coaching staff as well, just to improve that and get an upgrade. So I might look if I get off to a good start and are winning most games and the defence looks solid, which it might do, because they are maybe a wee bit young, but they're all like good players stats wise, so it's maybe a bit of a gamble, like not spending the money that I have. But I started well here with a 2-goal lead over Salernitana, and there's a third. But I'll definitely get a feel for things by the January transfer window, and if I need to bring anyone in then, like, I'll definitely have the money to do it, like another 3 or 4 signings easily. But that's looking pretty good. So yeah, debut win in the Serie A, 3-1 away at home to Salernitana. Quite happy with that one. And the players I'm bidding for in Brazil, they're younger players. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, so getting in this guy, and he's a decent looking central midfielder, so that's going to be a good signing. Considering I got 6 million for the one I sold to Napoli, and that guy's stats are just as good there. so that's a good one. Definitely pop them in. Might try that Walker in the next game then, because he came off the bench and scored there. Just been doing a bit of scouting as well, but I'm searching the more obscure nations now and it's not really coming up with much, but if I can get 2 or 3 of these younger Brazilian players in, be happy enough with that. Yeah, but they're obviously just asking for ridiculous money. So obviously not in Europe as well, so we're going to have just a run at the league, and that might work in our favour. It certainly did when I was managing Blackburn, in terms of just keeping the players in good condition. Still using the same training schedules and tactics as covered in the earlier videos. And like you see my coaching staff, I brought in fitness coach there, another fitness coach. This guy's on striking, assistant manager for tactics. No, assistant manager for skills there, and this guy for tactics, goalkeeping coach. So yeah, pretty solid coaching staff there. And that can sometimes make all the difference, especially if you're working with younger players that you're developing. Quite happy with the average squad age as well. And we're ready to go here for the second game against defending champions Parma. Big penalty there then, Quaylar. So a couple of changes here. Brilliant, second goal, 2-0. It looks like we're defending pretty well here. And another goal for Walker, so he could be the find of the season potentially. So he was picked up on a free transfer from Arsenal, contract running down, young player who hadn't had a chance there. But yeah, you can see from the stats, 20 for set plays, 20 finishing, and a few 18s there as well, so a couple of 19s, technique, teamwork. Yeah, solid wee player. So when you've been playing a game for so many seasons like this, you simply just can't go and search for the players you think you know, like, because some of them will be long retired. Even like some of the players that start off as teenagers in the game. Like I'm sure that Mokuku's playing for Salernitana, and they've listed him as well. He's 27 now. Hasn't developed the way he sometimes does in the game here. Another one of those victims of strength being low, probably. So we'll steer clear of that. But actually, I wonder if it would be interesting just to search for the oldest player in the game right now. So 37 seems to be where it kind of levels out. So you got Damiano Tomasi here, Dean Richards. That could just be because I've got the strength attribute on though. Right, there's a 38-year-old Savino. So yeah, it seems to be 37, 38 before they retire. So what I'll do is I'll keep an eye out for players running out of contract as well, of course. Might be some in January if it's really worthwhile having a look for that. th of May. That's all May and June. So we'll go back and check that towards the end of November. So we're not going to go above $1 million for any of them players if they're not like going into business, because it's well over what they're worth. Although their value will go up because they're young. I'm not going to bother with him. I sold Sub-Goalie for $1 million there. Got Monty saying he's not happy, but don't really know why. Yeah, so I might strengthen a bit again in January, but pretty happy with that start with the 2 wins first of all. And then we're away to Palermo, who are probably one of the weaker sides, but I don't want to say that out loud really. It's Serie A after all. This definitely tends to be the hardest league there is to win, unless you start off with one of the big guns, you know, like your Roma, Lazio, Juventus, the Milans. You will find it difficult, but Fiorentina's a big enough club where they can compete. So it's another goal for Quayler, that's 3-3, so he's well suited to that attacking midfield role. That's why he's going to go right up this year. Yeah, one of the other reasons I was kind of holding off on spending too much money is a lot of teams have just got older players now and they just won't be as good. Sometimes you get the odd surprise from that, but I think the age of my team, it'll be so good in 2 or 3 years even if I just keep the players I've got, they'll just get so much better, so don't need to really take too much of a risk with the spending at the moment. And that makes it 3 from 3 in the league. So a really good start. And then we've got Lecce in the cup. Yep, so we can go with that, see how we got on here. Italian Cup's always over 2 legs each round, so this is a Serie B team that I'm playing, we should be able to deal with these guys. So 1 up at half time there. Glad to see Moura getting a goal because he's not started off as great as he left off last season. What I'm thinking as well is for the next kind of videos I'm going to do for the channel after we've completed the 5 league challenge is I'm going to try updating the database to the player database for modern day, and just try a few different things, like I'll see if maybe I can win the Premier League with Arsenal, given that they missed out to Man City, see if we can maybe do that and just see how the game's playing with the updated players. It'll just be something different to look at, so we'll try that in the next videos. So there we are, folks, that's the start to the season with Fiorentina in the Serie A, 3 from 3, a win in the cup. So it looks like from the early signs we'll be at the right end of the table anyway, and you know, we'll be hoping for good things. Already got Chelsea interested in this young striker, so can easily see a big money offer coming in there. But I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to be selling unless I'm able to bring in the player that I want at the same time, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. But yeah, that'll wrap that video then. Great start to the season with Fiorentina, hoping that we can complete the final phase of this 5 league challenge. Thanks for watching, cheers.